everyone. Eva Delicious here in the Showgirl Temple. I hope you're doing all right. I'm having an up and down day already. So, if you need to shake off some work stress, maybe technology is being incredibly difficult for you, maybe both of your children have decided when you need to go online live is the perfect moment to start playing their instruments loudly, take a break. Let's stretch it out. Let's get rid of some of that anxiety and stress, right? There's not much we can do about it all happening, but we don't need to carry it around with us. So, starting out, basic showgirl neutral posture, feet hip width apart. You can go a little further, a little closer if that feels good to you. Soft bend in the knees, and then pull that pelvis forward and back, just using the lower abs. No glutes helping out right here. And if you're just jumping in, make sure you have a chair handy. We're gonna do a little bit of the moves that we do in Forever Foxy Body for core toning and stretching. Nice. So when you come back, tailbone is pointing down. Let's take a deep inhale, raise the arms up, and release again. Nice, inhale. Shoulders and arms come down, chest stays lifted up. So using these upper abs here. Oh, we're doing a core workout already. Nice. Let's bend into our knees. So pushing down, letting the hip come up, bending deeply into each knee. Perhaps yours are like mine and they're vocalizing while you're stretching. Feeling that all through the leg, up into the hip. Nice. Oh, that feels good. Nice. All right, coming to center, let's bend and then lift up and set it back. And then set it forward. Lift and set it back. Lift and set it forward. So we're making kind of like a little rainbow with our hip. Nice. And just getting some rotation, some movement in there. Beautiful. And coming to center. Let's do the same on the other side. So bending, lifting up, set it in front, set it in back. In front, set it in back. And I'm letting my chest turn with me. If you want to go for more of an isolation, you can keep your chest in one position. Right now, I'm just letting it be loose, not hold on to too much. It's gonna be our message for today. We're gonna get rid of some stuff. Stop carrying around everything that's stressing us out, making life challenging right now, right? As much as we can. All right, and rotating, so shoulders, so up high, down low, way up high. You can bend your knees with it. I am endeavoring to keep my elbows straight so that the movement stays in my shoulders. And sometimes that means you need to spread your palms or your arms away from your sides so that you have that space. And let's reverse and bring it forward. Shoulders are vocalizing a little bit too. Beautiful. And now we're going to do opposites. So up and back with one shoulder, up and back with the other shoulder, up and back. Still getting as big of a circle as you can. And then maybe you go a little bit faster and your hips join in so you've got a little bit more movement. Beautiful. And then let's bring it forward one at a time. A little bit slow. And then maybe a little bit faster. Getting lots of wiggle in here because that feels good. Nice. And just shake it out, release it. Let's do a little bit of a head and neck warm up. So taking your head, show you from here, and kind of tucking it back because we don't want to be jutting forward like this. We want to make sure our chin is tucked back into our chest and it's lifted, it's not dropped or elevated too much, just in a neutral position. Just ear to shoulder, up and over, ear to shoulder. Oh, my neck just cracked. Getting some warmth and movement in the sides. Gently, gently. Come to center and just look one side and the other. Rotating top of the neck there. Nice. All right, just shake that all off. So one of the things I love about shimmying is how it literally lets you shake stuff off, and we actually use that a lot in my house. I taught it with my kids when they were really little. If they were getting really frustrated, to literally shake themselves and let the challenging or difficult energy rub off of them or flow off of them. I do it if I'm having a hard time around people too sometimes. If you ever see me go, ugh, I'm just like shaking off negative energy that's coming at me. So let's get into some of our shimmies. Bending deeply in your knees. You can do this hip width apart or a little bit more close if you'd like to try that. And we're going to push back our quads without locking out the knee. So back, 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 and a little faster. And keep speeding it up as is comfortable for you. If you lose the rhythm of back, 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 slow down and come back to where you can keep the rhythm. Your booty's probably jiggling. Your belly might be jiggling. Your chest might be jiggling. Your arms might be jiggling. It's all a good thing. In burlesque, we are totally happy and excited for the jiggle. Nobody's mad about it. In fact, we encourage it. So let that vibration go all through you. Clear out anything that you just really don't need to carry anymore. Let the earth hold it for you. The earth is wonderful about taking things and recycling and renewing. And it's always there for us. Awesome. All right, coming up to the chest. Let's get a little chest shimmy going. So crossing arms over the shoulders. Fingertips are kind of about here. Your elbows will point right out in front of you, and they're about where your nipples are, which are like, midpoints on your chest. So start rotating with the idea of bringing one elbow forward than the other. One elbow forward than the other, right? It's your chest that keeps moving. We're still trying to just rotate around our spine, kind of like an old washing machine might, right, or the base of an old style blender. Nice. And maybe speed it up a little slower. Bring your hands to the top of your shoulders. So lifting up from underneath, right? You can't really do that movement so well when they're just down. And we want to train ourselves to lift up the upper arm using our lats and our triceps. Keep that nice and lifted. And then we're going to extend and make it a little smaller and a little faster. Keep going, keep going. Same thing, if you start to lose the rhythm, slow down and go back to where it made sense for you. And breathe while you do it. Nice. Sometimes it helps to step too, so that you can let your shoulders be loose and wiggly, but we still want to keep the frame of our upper arms. That's what's going to help us isolate the area and eventually twirl tassels if we just so desire. Nice. Release that. Circle the arms. Big, big circles. And coming forward. Nice. Great. So I promised you we were going to do some of the stuff that we do in the Forever Foxy Body class that I teach on Fridays at around this time. So grab your chair. We're going to do some of our core strengthening exercises first. Sorry, I got a wobbly floor spot. Make sure your chair is nice and stable. As we're doing this, we're using our chair as a support, but we're not gripping onto it, okay? It's there to help steady us if we need it, but we don't want to hang on for dear life to it, all right? So first exercises we're going to do, actually going to rotate to the side, and you can separate your feet a little bit apart. We're going to put our weight into a leg, any leg, it doesn't matter. Bend a little bit, and then we're going to start to extend the other leg. So one leg is softly bending, the other leg is extending behind. If that is comfortable for you right there, you can start to straighten that standing leg just a little bit. Do leave a micro bend in it, and then start to lift that leg up. And set it down, lifting up, using your glutes to pull that leg up. Nice. If that is comfortable for you, you can lift that leg up and come a little bit more forward. And then maybe you extend an arm. And then we keep lifting. Yeah. Hold your core in so it's nice and steady. And you should be getting work in both legs. One leg has to hold you up. One leg is extending. Core is definitely holding strong to keep you stable. Release. Shake that out. And I'm going to rotate my chair so I can make sure you see the other side. You're welcome to stay where you are. So again, just balancing your fingers lightly on the chair. Put your weight into the other leg that you didn't do so far. Bending that, extend. And if that's comfortable, you can try straightening that leg just a touch. And lifting. Using your glute, using your core to hold you in. Keep it steady, not falling to a side. Nice, set that down. If you feel like you want to go a little bit more, lift it back up, extend forward, maybe extend the opposite arm. Pushing it out. Ooh, I feel it. I definitely feel it in my glutes. How about you? Yeah? You'll comment later, right? Tell me if you're feeling it, if you like it. Nice. Let's release that. Stepping your feet maybe a little bit wider apart. We're going to do squats. Sometimes it helps to have your feet a little bit wider apart for balance. As you're coming down in your squat, you're going to make sure that your knees and your toes are staying pointing the same direction and that your knees do not go in or fall out. They track directly over your ankle in the middle of your foot. It's really important, and it requires you to use your inner thighs to do it. So bonus, more workout. Nice, so inhaling, sitting back. So you have to push the chair out. Oops, sorry, I need a little bit more space. So going down as far as is comfortable for you. Pulling back up. And sitting back. Pull that tailbone in, come on back up. Again. Squats are so good for booties and core strength. And now we know for your inner thighs as well, right? Let's do 2 more. You can exhale on the way up. Nice. All right. A little bit of exercise there, right? Let's do some standing stretches while we're here and we have it, because that's nice. So we do a version of this on the ground, kind of the mermaid pose. But this is nice to be able to use the chair for balance. So I'm going to reach back, grab that ankle. I am endeavoring first to get my knee pointing straight down from my hip. I don't want to be back here. I don't want to be forward. I'm going right here. And then I'm going to start working to get my heel as close to my butt as I can. I can push my hand into my foot and my foot into my hand. And then if you want more stretch in your quad in the front, go ahead and clench that glute muscle. Breathe there. A little bit of stretch in the chest and the upper arm too. Nice. Release that. I'm going to swap to the other side so it stays visible for you. You're fine wherever you are. So, knee coming down from the hip first. Sometimes that's quite a lot of stretch as it is, right? And then heel going into the booty, pushing into the hand, hand pushing into the foot. Keeping my shoulder rolled open, which is allowing me to get a little stretch there. And then grab that booty cheek if you want a little bit more. And the quad. So nice. Awesome. Release, shake it out. Let's turn again to the side, and we're going to put heel forward, sitting back so that we don't want to be too far over your knee. And flexing the toes, out in front of you. If you feel like you want more, you can reach down and grab those toes. Give it maybe even a little bit more pull back. See if maybe you can sit a little bit further. Lots of stretch there. Especially great if you wear heels around. Awesome. And let's put that down. I'm going to grab the chair, switch to the other side so I have a little balance helper. Hey, I'm preparing to go over here. So sitting back, 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 back. And then letting it come up. So if your back isn't staying straight here, you can just stay up. You don't have to reach down and grab your foot. Pushing into that standing leg, so you stay nice and balanced. And making sure your head is extending from your spine. So you're not really looking at me, you're looking at the floor in front of you. Breathing into that. Beautiful. Release. Come on back up. We're going to turn again and face the little chair here. And I'm just going to releve one foot and then the other, just pushing through to the ball of my foot. Again, a really good thing to do if you wear heels around or on your feet a lot. Just get some movement in there. You'll notice my head isn't moving levels. I'm keeping it all down here. Happy feet, right? Nice. And now with your chair, you can leave it this way, or if you think, we're going to do a forward fold. So if you think you have a little bit more space to come down, you might want to turn your chair to face you. If you feel like you need to stay up a little bit higher, you can leave it with the back there. So basically, we're just going to inhale, arms up, shoulders down, bending at the waist, and we're going to start coming down, keeping our spine nice and long and straight. So you can grab the chair, right, wherever it's comfortable for you and your body needs. If you have more space and your spine stays long and straight, you can keep coming down. Stretching your tailbone and the top of your head away from each other. And maybe that's opening up. You even want to come down a little bit further. Maybe you're ready to completely let go of the chair. Pushing into your feet. If you're already in a forward fold and you want more stretch, stretch out away from you rather than down, kind of like a super shortened downward dog. Pushing the palms into the ground. And now wherever you are, you should have lots of support for your upper back and your lower back. Just release your head for a moment. Let gravity take it. Pour some of that, any anxiety you've had, out through your head. Let's get rid of it there too. Beautiful. Come up, start bringing yourself up. Everybody, just a little bit. Bend one knee, then the other. It's a movement in your legs. Nice. And now everybody, bend your knees and start to stack up from one vertebra at a time. So first your pelvis, your tailbone tucks under. And you're rolling up, coming through your lower back, your mid back, your upper back, and finally your head. Nice. Dramatic hair flip moment for you. There you go. All right, let's sit down in our chair, shall we? Well, these are some of the core exercises we've been doing, and they're a little bit challenging even though you're sitting in a chair. So that's kind of fun. So feet flat on the ground. You can be back in your chair wherever it feels comfortable, but I want you to be sitting upright, not leaning back away. You want to be sitting upright, and you can gently hold underneath the chair or the sides of the chair. Try not to white knuckle grab it. We don't want to create tension in areas where we don't need it, right? We're going to use our lower abs, maybe a little bit of our mid abs too, to lift our knees up. So inhale, exhale, lift a knee up. And then the other one. Keep going. Nice. Keep going. You can point your toe as you come up. Why not? It's beautiful. help with your dancer training, right? Keep going. Oh, starting to feel it. Excellent. Last two. Nice. Take a moment. Steady yourself. I even feel it up here in my upper body actually because I'm holding myself up. But I like how it doesn't ever strain my neck. And sometimes it's not super comfortable to sit on the ground, right? All right. Inhaling. Exhale, leg up. Extend it as straight as you can. Bend and put it back down. Other leg. And keep going. Check in with your posture. Make sure you're sitting up nice and straight. Ooh. You're getting a little tremor of truth, telling you that you're working out. And the last one over here. Awesome. Shake that out a little bit. You can wobble your legs around. Wobble your chest around. We'll do one more little round of that. This time we're going to inhale, so make sure you're sitting straight up. Inhale, exhale, raise the leg up, extend it, and then rotate it. And then straighten and put it back down. So we bring it up, extend, rotate in the hip socket, and back. Lots of muscles working here. Right, everything around your hip area. Nice to work it without putting lots of pressure on it. But lots of stabilizing these muscles do for you. Oop. Rotating before I extend. One more on each side. Nice. And down, nice. Relax there. Wobble it back and forth. Knees side to side. All right. Now we're gonna do some twists, and you can sit a little bit further back in the chair for this if you like, as long as you're still upright, not leaning back into the chair. So we're gonna twist from down low in the waist. And as you twist, make sure that you're inhaling into all the parts of your lungs, right? The front part, the back, the sides, up high, down low, like a big balloon filling up every time. You can use the chair gently to pull you around, but not cranking on it. We really want to use our muscles here to help us do that. So we're going to inhale and exhale to one side. Inhale. Keep going. Inhale. Coming back to center. I think I forgot to say too, but I hope you noticed, as I was doing that, my legs are staying nice and steady. I'm not letting them turn with me at all. So all the movement is coming from my abs. And stabilizing your legs can be quite a lot of work too, right? Just keeping them there, not tilting over with you, can be quite a lot of work too. So, yay, super nice there. All right, so that's a little teaser of some of the core work that we do. Let's do some stretches. So I'm gonna grab the underside of the chair gently, just kind of by folding my fingers over. I'm not gonna hang on for dear life, but grabbing on one side, tuck your chin a little bit, and then ear to chin. There. That's a nice stretch. Oh, I love that stretch. That's from one of my chiropractic interns, the university I used to work at. Inhale it up, and then grab that other side of the chair. Make sure your chin's tucked. Inhale, exhale. Breathing here, enjoying the space opening on the side of your neck. Softening down. Beautiful. Inhale that up. Now scoot a little bit more forward on your chair. We're going to open up to a straddle. So, you know, a straddle that's comfortable for you, but do make sure that your knees are over your feet. So even if you're here, you have this angle on it. It's actually a little harder to sit any other way, to be quite honest, but this is safer for your body. So opening up here, bending at the waist, long straight spine. You can come to here if your spine, you know, wants to start curving over. You can come down a little bit lower if you have that space. And we're going to use our elbows to push against our inner legs pushing into the elbows, feet pushing into the ground real strong. You might need to let your head and gaze rest down and not stare at me to keep your neck in alignment. That's totally cool. Go ahead and do that. Oh, yes, so good. I really love how this stretch lets my body open up. We're engaging our muscles because we're pushing knees into elbows, elbows into knees. So we're getting, you know, some safety there and stability. But I love how the chair also supports so that you feel like you have a little bit more space to relax, right? Because sometimes when you're standing trying to do this, the idea of sinking down too much is a little scary. Or maybe your knees don't like it when you sink down too low. A little wiggle there. Breathe into that stretch. Really enjoy it. Nice. And pushing into your thighs, coming up, bringing it together. You'll rotate to one side and then scoot kind of off the chair, so it's just one leg that's on the chair. So first thing here is, as we're extending our leg and back, we want to keep our hips square to the side that we're facing. So I don't want to open up like this. I want to make sure my hips stay as square as possible here. And then we're going to endeavor to keep our pelvis tucked under, so not bowing out, tucked under. And then extend that leg, which is a lot, right? Big stretch. It's a big stretch for me. And then you can use the back of the chair to stabilize you, keep you up. If you want a little bit more, you can raise that arm of the leg that's back and then tilt toward that bent side. Maybe getting a side stretch in there. Woo. That's so much. Check in, make sure your shoulder's not coming up to your ear. Inhale, exhale that up. Ooh, feels good though. All right, coming forward. I actually, to be able to really sit here comfortably, I have to get my thigh quite to the edge of the chair, almost coming off of it. So don't worry if that's you too. Oops. I need a little bit more space to stretch out. Okay, so hips facing the side. There we go. Leg extending, pelvis still coming under, staying straight up. That hip flexor is very tight. I was trying to do some floor work that was a little much for it. So like I'm doing here, if you have muscles that are just really, really tight, you can give them a little percussion massage to loosen them up. Sometimes they need that. Oh, see? All right, raising that arm up if you need it, want it, and tilting over toward that bent leg. Get a little wiggle in there too, that's helping. Making sure it's not crunching your low back. So if it's feeling tight in there, you maybe back off the stretch. Or maybe it's just not a good stretch for you and we would modify it for you in class. Inhale, exhale, bring it on up. Awesome. All right, while I grab the cards, you're welcome to do some gentle neck rolls, hang out in your chair. For my ease, I'm actually going to come down to the ground so I can spread out the cards and do that. You're welcome to do whatever feels good to you. So, Anya, encouraging us to take a leap of faith last week. Did you? Did you do it? Did you take a leap of faith? I want to hear about it. I'm not just nosy. I like cheering for you. That's why I like to hear about it. It makes me feel good to cheer for you and encourage you. So that's my little part in it, right? Cheerleading makes me feel good. I love to see everyone growing, learning new things, trying new things, coming to different realizations about life. It's exciting. All right, jumbling up here. Go ahead, send your energies through the interwebs. What is the guidance we need for this week? Spreading them all out nicely. A little bonus stretch here too, right? So good. All right. Okay, here we go. Send your energies through. Okay. Athena, inner wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. Okay. Sounds good. Trust yourself, huh? I'm happy to assist you. However, you'll be most thrilled when you first consult your own inner bank of knowledge. For I assure you that this situation is already resolved and that you have access to all the wisdom that the universe supplies. To access this wisdom, you must quiet your mind. Surrender all worries and other concerns to the loving and almighty power of the universe. Close your eyes and note the thoughts and feelings that come streaming into your consciousness. If you like, you can ask me to give you a signal that you've heard your inner wisdom correctly. But have faith. I assure you that you have heard, and that the guidance brings you and your loved ones very good news indeed. Meanings. Stop procrastinating. Stop giving away your power to others. Trust your gut. Don't second guess yourself. You are correct. Notice recurring ideas and take action on them. Athena is a powerful and wise Grecian goddess who oversees and protects those who call upon her. She's the daughter of Zeus, and her power animals are white owls and black pigeons. Although Athena is a warrior goddess, she does battle with wits instead of weapons. You can call upon her for resolving disputes and also for protection. In addition, Athena helps with creative projects such as writing, arts, and crafts. All right, there you go. Some guidance from Athena. Trust your inner self. I wonder if that means that there's going to be some more creative projects coming out too, right? Right now, I think we're all being pushed so hard into a new space of creativity to figure out how we can connect with each other and keep moving forward in various careers, maybe change careers, entertain ourselves and our families. It's really a call to dig into universal creativity. So that's pretty cool and exciting. I hope the coming week brings you lots of blessings and exciting opportunities. Do share them with me. You don't have to comment on this post. You can just drop me a DM or something like that. If you like, I'm on Instagram at Eva Delicious and at ShowGirl Temple. And I'd love to cheer for you, whatever you're doing, right? Never hurts to have somebody else in your corner. So let me know how you're doing, and if you liked some of the things that we did with the chair, come join me Friday in Forever Foxy Body, 12 to 1. I'll be doing that. And then if you're looking for something a little bit more active and deep, Charlie Sharp, our High Priestess of Booty, will be doing her twerk shop on Wednesday night, followed by Bendy for All Bodies, which is a really in-depth active stretching system and really fabulous if you want to grow in your flexibility. All right.